Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to be looking at how to sell on Amazon.com. That's the United States of America, Amazon, from the United Kingdom, from the UK. So a lot of people have asked me this. So I wanted to just clear it up so that all you guys can just have this content for free. This is also in my Amazon course as well. But yeah, you guys can just have this for free because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. But let's get into the presentation in a second. But make sure, guys, you have that subscription button clicked. You have notifications turned on, and of course, you're leaving some lovely comments for me. You're smashing the like button because I love it when you guys do that. Always feel free to reach out to me as well. Let's get into it. Let's get into it straight away. Okay, cool. Here we are with the awesome presentation that I created just a few moments ago. So how to sell on Amazon.com from the United Kingdom, from the UK. Loads of people want to do this. You want to do it in Germany, you want to do it in France, you might want to do it in Australia soon as well. So what I'm thinking of doing is every week or couple of weeks releasing a new video about how to sell in whatever country from the United Kingdom, or how to sell in the UK from the United States, just to kind of build up this content. But make sure you do stay till the end because you don't want to miss one of these steps because they are all pretty much required. So you don't want to miss any of these steps whatsoever. Now, first of all, I want to answer this question. Why would you want to sell in the US when you're in the United Kingdom? Because, you know, I'm selling in the United Kingdom. It's a good place to be in. It's one of the best marketplaces to be in. But the actual size of the market is I think it's 1/9 or 1/10 the size of the US in terms of volume of sales. So the difference is quite big. There's less competition in the UK, which is awesome, like great for new sellers. But there is a lot higher sales volume in the United States. So if I was to find something that I'm selling, for example, here, it's probably doing more sales in the US. But again, probably it's got more competition. So my big thing with Amazon is that if you have an opportunity, or actually in business, if you see an opportunity, you might as well go for it. If you can do it, if you have the ability to sell in any of the marketplaces, like for example, if you are German, you're living in the UK and you're German and you can create a really great German listing, then there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You might, just look for German products and UK products and just whichever comes up first, just go for that or start up multiple products. So the US is a great market to be in. It's very big. It's a little bit more competitive. However, as long as you're finding the right products, like as long as your product research is good, then that's not going to be a problem, okay? But this is particularly from the UK standpoint. Other countries might be a little bit different, but most of what I'm going to go into today, if you're in France, for example, it's pretty much the same. But again, a little disclaimer, there may be some differences between the country that you are in. There may be some differences from when I'm recording the video today, then in a week's time something might change. So just bear in mind, guys, always double check with Amazon what you actually need if you are worried. And also, just to let you know, guys, I don't sell in the US. This is all done through research from people that do it. I actually have someone in my course that is actually selling in the US right now. So that's a little disclaimer as well. So again, I do have the ability to be wrong. I am not a machine. Sometimes I can be wrong, but this information is pretty good. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. So common questions that I'll get. First of all, can you use your limited company? How does customs work and how does banking work? Okay, because when you're selling in another country, you have loads of different other laws that you need to kind of abide by. And particularly one big thing, especially in the UK, people worry about customs and tax and stuff like that. It's actually very easy. But I'm just going to alleviate any concerns you have on this video, okay? And I'm just going to make it super simple for you. Really, really simple. The same with banking, like how do I set up a US bank account and all this other stuff? When on face value you think, okay, that's pretty hard. But actually there's services out there that makes it super easy for you. So let's get into it. First of all, let's just go ahead and answer one of these questions. Can I use my limited company? Yes, you can, okay? So if you have a limited company in the UK, you can use a limited company. So that's the first question. We've ticked that one off. Let's go ahead and I'm going to come back to the second two questions, but what I'm going to go through now is what you actually need, okay? So this is what you need. Okay, some of these with asterisks. I need to talk about a little bit more in a bit more detail. So you will need a credit card that can be charged internationally. So that is normally like things like a Visa or a MasterCard. So for example, if you need to get charged your seller fee, for example, then you can pay that using your credit card, okay? So you will need that to start up. You will also need a US bank account, and I'll explain what you need to do for that. You will need a US phone number actually as well, an email address. Now this is a little bit different. I'll get onto this in a second. Of course, if you're setting up on Amazon, you need an email address, but there's a little thing that you need to know if you are currently an Amazon seller in the UK. Customs broker, again, what the hell is a customs broker? I'm going to explain that. You will have to give your local address, so where you actually live, or your company registered address. And you will need an EIN number. Hopefully that's in the video. I don't know where this is being cut off, but you will need an EIN number. So let's go through these and make it super easy for you. If you have questions, you can let me know. The first thing you'll need is a US bank account, okay? Now, to get a US bank account, normally you would have to have US residency. We don't have that. So what you need to do, or you can do, is go to a website. It's World First. I think it's worldfirst.com/UK. I've got the link in the description. The link is this one here. And they cater for Amazon sellers across borders, okay? Across, it's a payment solution for Amazon sellers from the UK to the US or different countries around the world. So their business model, of course, they do other stuff as well. But one of the things that they do is help sellers, Amazon sellers from different countries set up, okay? So it's super easy, and they're very kind of good rates and stuff like that. There will be some restrictions in terms of what currencies you can do, so it won't work every country in the world. So I'd go on their website and just find out more about how their world account works, okay? Now that's a really good thing to go and do, World First. That is the link directly to that page if you want to screenshot it or anything like that. But if you just go into the description, it's like the second or third link. It's one of the links in the description. I've put that in there all for you. So setting up a US bank account, nice and easy, okay? Of course, this will take probably a week or two. You've got to prove your identity. You've got to do your passport and all that sort of stuff. So it's not a case of, I want to start selling on Amazon today. I'm going to get my US bank account today. Just like in the UK, it's going to take a week or two to actually set up a bank account, because it's not a case of you can just set one up and then you've got one straight away. You need to prove your identity and who you are, as you always do with banks. So that's nice and easy, okay? Nice and really easy. If you already have an Amazon account, so if you're like me and I, sell in the UK, you have an Amazon account, you can sell in the European countries very, very easy. Just some basically some buttons you just click. However, what you're gonna have to do is set up a new Amazon account on the US store, and you're gonna need a different email address because you've already got your current email address used. What will then happen is, after a few days, and if it doesn't happen, you just contact seller support. They will merge your two accounts, so you can have one portal for your different marketplaces rather than have to sign out of your Amazon account from the UK and then sign into your US account. They can actually kind of merge them together. But to actually sign up, you'll just have to have a new email address. Of course, if you're signing up and you don't have an Amazon account, then you'll need an email address anyway. This is only for people that already have an Amazon account, okay? You will also need a US phone number. Now, you think, okay, how the hell am I going to get a US phone number? Super easy, just use Skype. So you can go onto Skype. I put the link again in the description. It's that link there. Obviously, you're not going to go and head and type that in. But it's linked down below, and what you can do is you can buy a US phone number and buy credit and stuff like that. It doesn't cost much. It's only like a few pounds a month, and of course you might not need it forever, but as long as you have a US phone number, it's part of the sign up. You need it, okay? So yeah, use Skype, super cheap. You might be able to find a cheaper alternative. I don't personally know any. Skype is my go-to for that. Yeah, we've seen that. Cool. Customs. Now, you need a customs broker, okay, a customs agent. I can't remember what they're called actually. Now, there's two ways to do this. If you are doing like air shipping or air express shipping, which is for small and light products, that's generally what you will do. People like FedEx, DHL, UPS, the mainstream agents, they will have this done for you. Okay, so you won't have to do anything. Just like in the UK, when you have your goods enter the UK, you have to pay your customs duty and all that sort of stuff. I use FedEx. They will do that all for me, and then they'll just send me a bill of how much I owe. How much I owe in terms of customs duty. Now, if you're not using these guys, if you're doing something like sea shipping, then or you're using different agents that don't have this service, you're going to need to use a freight forwarder, and it's very common for them to either be customs brokers themselves or have someone that they can basically advise for you. Now, if you speak to my guy Adam, so it's Adam at FBA am-forwarding.com. Now he's normally doing China to UK freight forwarding, but he has some really good ties with some US kind of counterparts, and he will be able to provide you with probably the best freight forwarder for your money from going from China to the US. Okay, so feel free to reach out to him. He's more than happy to kind of push you onto the right people. Okay, and again, they will be, normally they will be your customs broker. If they're not, I don't know, pretty weird. It can get a little bit complicated, but for example, with Adam, he only does FBA forwarding. He will give you he knows that you're an Amazon seller. He will give you someone that will make it easy for you. We don't want to make it hard. That's their job, is to make it easy, okay? So that's super easy. If you're doing it with FedEx, DHL, UPS, these kind of big companies, it's all sorted for you. If you're using a freight forwarder, just reach out to Adam and he will get you someone that can help you with the US kind of region, okay? Then I think this is the last thing. The last thing, EIN, Employer Identification Number. Now you need to do this if you are operating kind of businesses out of the US, and it's free, so you don't have to pay for anything for it. You have to fill out the 10-BEN form on the irs.gov website. I've linked that in the description as well. And basically, these are the people that collect your tax, which is pretty rubbish. We obviously, we would rather keep our tax, but we can't, unfortunately. So basically, you need an employer identification number to be able to sell anything, pretty much anything in the United States. So that's nice and easy to get. Again, it's free, won't take long to get whatsoever. It's just like when you get your EORI number for the UK. Obviously, they're completely different things, but it's a very quick process. You just put some information in, and then you'll be able to get your actual number again for free. So just to cover that, guys, what you will need, you'll need a credit card that can be charged internationally, Visa or MasterCard. These are the normal ones you will use. You need a US bank account. Again, you can use my guys. Where are they? World First. Just a little thing I forgot to say about this, that what they will do is they'll kind of set that up, and then you have your payment from Amazon go into that account, and then you transfer the money from your kind of like virtual US bank account into your company UK account. So that's how you get your money. I forgot to say that earlier. Where are we? Okay, cool. You will need a US phone number, just use Skype. Of course, you need an email address. If you are currently selling on Amazon, you'll need to use a different email address just for a short amount of time until they merge your accounts. A customs broker, so if you're using DHL, FedEx, that sort of stuff, you don't have to worry. If you're using freight forwarder, just use a good freight forwarder and they will sort that out for you. You will have to have your local address, so where you live or where you operate your limited company from, and you have to get an EIN, Employer Identification Number, from irs.gov. Okay, so that's it. That's it. So hopefully, now, if you've been wondering, how do I sell on Amazon US or Amazon.com, this is the information that you need, guys. This is literally the information you need. Done. That's done. You don't need to go and find out loads of more information. This is literally everything you need to go ahead and do it. Okay. So if you have questions, and I understand people have questions, this is took me a little bit of time to learn. So if you have questions, feel free to, first of all, just reach out to me, info@johnnybradley.com. I get back to every single person. It might take me a little bit of, about 24 hours to get back to you, get a lot of emails. You can also do that through Facebook. You can do it through Instagram. For this sort of stuff, I prefer emails because I can type it out on my computer and stuff like that. But also, make sure if you're looking to sell on Amazon, make sure you're getting into my free Amazon FBA Facebook groups. I've got two. I don't know, I can't merge them. If anyone knows how to merge groups, let me know. But one has got about 1,600 people, one's got about 500 or 600 people. So that's free support. I have hired a lady that actually used to work at Amazon as a FBA specialist for the UK and for the United States, and as a seller support specialist. She comes in there most days of the week. She'll normally say that she's online, and you can ask her questions about kind of Amazon policies, procedures. If you have any problems with your Amazon account, she will be the best person to speak to, rather than speaking to seller support, which sometimes, as you know, if you're an Amazon seller, sometimes they don't know the answer, unfortunately. But she does. She's very, very good at that. So that's free. I pay for that. For you guys, it's free support, so I would definitely go and leverage that. Again, the links are in the description down below. But that's it, guys. That's a blank page right there. So hopefully now you know how to set up in the US from the UK, or actually quite a lot of countries. If you liked this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Of course, subscribe, turn on notifications. I PayPal people up to £25 3 times a week, so you definitely want to be subscribed for that. All you have to do is comment on the videos and like it and all that sort of stuff. As I said, always reach out to me with questions. If you do want to learn how to sell it on Amazon from start to finish, absolutely everything you need to know in the description. We love the description in this video. We do love the description. There is my full Amazon FBA UK course. But as you've seen, it's very easy to sell in pretty much anywhere. So the content is very similar, except for a few things in the UK which are specific to the UK. But guys, have a fantastic day, and make sure you tune in for tomorrow's video. Bye bye.